Listen, before we get too far into the video, let me just start by saying this. No matter what title you hold, no matter who you are, everyone should be held accountable. CEO, manager, employee, 9-to-5er, entrepreneur, singer, songwriter, social media influencer, or content creator. Everyone should be held accountable. And number two, this isn't me hopping on a hater train. This isn't me hopping on the hate Luke Belmar trend. This isn't me trying to do this for likes or clickbaits or none of that. This is me simply stating my opinion and what I feel is to be true. Now I'm gonna roll the clip that led me down this rabbit hole in the first place.
Do you ever just have like a fun little drink or a fun little snack?
Never, bro.
You're lying.
Never, bro.
A little talkies?
Would you cheat on your wife once?
No.
Why?
That's cheating.
Why would you cheat on yourself?
I want to say having a little bag of chips every once in a while.
Yeah, and having
cheating.
a little sipe isn't that bad either.
Yeah, it is. You're breaking the covenant of marriage.
You're breaking the covenant with yourself.
I don't have a covenant.
And that's the difference, brother. I've committed myself to the purity of my vessel, something that you are supposed to commit to if you're a Christian. Remember what the Bible says. If you do not take care of the temple, God will destroy it. It's in the Bible. And if you believe the Bible, well, then you better start taking care of your vessel.
As you can see in the video, he says never. He never has a little chip, little snack, little Takis. He never has a little drink because he has his covenant with himself. Now, mind you, this isn't a video, a short clip that his page or his team put out. This isn't a short clip that the Nonchalant podcast put out. This video has been edited. This video has been chopped and remixed, and they were just joining together different things, right? So I'm gonna roll the original clip now.
But do you ever just have like a fun little drink or a fun little snack? Yeah, bro. I'll have a little bit of cannabis. Do you smoke weed? I don't. Have you ever smoked weed? No. You hesitated there.
I'm actually not gonna play the entire clip because they do go back and forth speaking about cannabis, but that's the part that's missing from the clip that's on TikTok when he's like, never, no, never. I have a covenant with myself that I refuse to break. I'm so disciplined, correct? Anyway, I could be looking too deep into things. You guys let me know. But when he initially answers that question, he stutters and he's like, and then it goes straight into, yeah, a little cannabis. Not really sure how that pertains to the question. Now, me personally, I'm not sure about what smoking cannabis or you partaking in cannabis has to do with you having a little chip or a little drink here. It kind of sounds like he stuttered and said, yeah, I do take cannabis. But it also seemed like that was a stuttered, edit, cut out. But you guys let me know. I could be tripping. Now, before I make this whole video about Luke Belmar, let me just say this one and final thing. Stop believing everything you see and hear on social media. Stop looking at a clip and taking it for what it is. Because these clips cut out a lot of things. Just because people like to throw these cool instrumentals on the background, have these big old words, yellow, purple, orange, green on the screen, they make you instantly believe and make you want to rethink your life. Like, man, am I doing enough? Am I doing the right thing? Should I be doing more? Could I be doing more? Like, I get you. I got you. Great inspiration. Very motivational. But stop believing everything you see and taking it for what it is. But that's why you have to do your due diligence to figure out what is and what's not. Now, mind you, the original video came out about 2 months ago on the Nonchalant podcast. Once again, when I saw the clip, it made me think about, well, I could have swore about a year ago I seen him drinking with Tristan Tate.
What people haven't understood is that just like you analyze the markets before you get into them, people can analyze individuals and see how they can provide value. Just how you figure out how do I provide value in the marketplace by analyzing and studying it, you can study individuals and get to know what makes them tick.
That's exactly it.
Cheers on the Johnny Walker, brother.
Cheers, bro.
Like I said before, I'm not on the hater train. I'm not on the hate Luke Belmar trend. None of that. He says he never drinks, but a year ago he's drinking with Tristan Tate. Now I'm going to remind you guys of the question that Luke Belmar asked the Nonchalant podcast.
Would you cheat on your wife once?
No.
Why?
That's cheating.
Why would you cheat on yourself?
I want to say having a little bag of chips every once in a while.
Yeah, and having
cheating.
a little sipe isn't that bad either.
Yeah, it is. You're breaking the covenant of marriage.
You're breaking the covenant with yourself.
I don't have a covenant.
And that's the difference, brother. I've committed myself to the purity of my vessel.
Him comparing cheating on your wife to cheating on yourself does make sense. Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. But this is when it goes over everybody's head because of the instrumental and the words on the screen and because it's Luke Belmar. Having a little bag of chips ain't that bad, and having a little side piece ain't that bad. You're breaking the covenant with yourself. Check this out, when he gets around a certain group of people, when he gets around Tristan Tate, other big names, That's when he breaks the covenant with himself? Is that when he cheats on himself? Is that when he decides to cheat on his wife? You can't get on this camera and say you have a covenant with yourself and you're here to preserve the purity of your vessel. But when you get around certain people, certain names, certain people's influence, that's when you decide to cheat on yourself. That's when you decide to break that covenant because it's just a little shot of Johnny Walker. It's just a little drink. Make it make sense. How are you going to say never not on one occasion, but multiple?
Out there that have to be created and done extremely well. But I don't drink alcohol.
At all?
No.
Don't get me wrong. Luke Belmar says a lot of things that make sense and that can put you on the right path for success. But don't let everything he says go over your head. Try to think about it like this. Everything that he says isn't always valuable and everything that he says isn't always useful. Eat the meat and spit out the bones. That means take what you need and discard everything else that you don't. Whether you're Luke Belmar, Andrew Tate, Tristan Tate, when you have a high, strong, big fan base, a great following of the masses, mean what you say and mean what you say. Be truthful. Don't sit up here and say, yeah, I never drink when you do. Don't sit up here and say, oh, I never do this, but you do. That's why us as consumers, as viewers, have to hold people accountable.
Somebody in a podcast, in an interview, when their ego gets boosted or when they get put in the middle of the table, that's when you get the fucking sauce, bro.
I watched you in a podcast, in an interview, and I got the bleeping sauce, bro. And follow me on Instagram and subscribe to the channel if you want more real, authentic truth just like this.